Alright, hello everyone. We are back and we're going to be showcasing the second race of the Secret of Evermore Randomizer tournament here on SGLIVE, SpeedGaming Live 2023. I'm your commentator, Sin, and we have a good race. For those in the Evermore community, these are some heavy hitters. We have Solarcell007, we have leoned91, and Black Sliver, also known as Slivu, the creator of the Evermore, the Secret of Evermore Randomizer. We had a previous release earlier, if you're just joining us, and we have the winner, as you can see in chat, Queen Anne B from that previous race. So this is the second race of the day. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure the runners are ready. We're going to go get started right away. Let me just give a quick check here. Of course, Solar has to write "Please no Gomi," Gomi Tower on the last seed. It's kind of interesting for everyone. I'm giving the runners, are they ready to go? Get underway here. So that race should be underway. Hopefully they catch up here. Let me just see. All right, the runners are off. Now, just to give you a little bit of background on Secret of Evermore and the Randomizer, this again was created by Black Slivu, and the items are going to be random. So what they're finding in gourds, the bosses can have key items, gourds can have key items, and alchemists can have key items. The randomizer always starts in Prehistoria, which is Act 1 of the game. And again, the way the settings are here, there is a balance to those key items. Looking for a couple key items. Diamond eyes. We're looking for a gauge. We're looking for a wheel. Basically the rocket parts to get to Act 4. So these runners are pretty talented too. So they're actually going for this raptor skip, because normally you would have to fight raptors here in Prehistoria to start off with. So I just want to point out, we're showing that off. All three runners get the raptor skip, which is pretty impressive. Okay, back to the randomizer. Again, we start in Prehistoria, but there are 4 acts. These key items could be throughout the acts. You can even get a situation where the last item you need, like the energy core, is in Act 4. But otherwise, most of the items should be between Act 1 and 3. Again, we're looking for diamond eyes, a wheel, a gauge, and we actually need something to cut grass to get out of Act 1. So we need a sword, we need an axe, we need a lance, we need a weapon to be able to cut grass, because otherwise we can't get to Act 2. So the runners are going to be looking for potentially something to cut grass immediately. Normally the first boss here is Thrax. Sometimes that can be skipped. The other thing about the Secret of Evermore Evermizer is, again, ingredients can be randomized. The alchemy spells are randomized. Again, what weapons and what items are going to be dropped can be pooled between the bosses, between the alchemists, between the gourds. So pretty common to check all the gourds right now, since the key items could be in gourds. So they're just going to be running through the houses and checking out all these nice huts. People in Prehistoria all have green hair for whatever reason. I guess that's what was in fashion. The cutscenes have been shortened a little bit, but there are still required cutscenes, like talking to Fire Eyes. So, Fire Eyes, each area, if you're familiar with Secret of Evermore, it's a beautiful game. They have a key character in each area. So Fire Eyes is this area's particular leader. In each of those areas, like the character thought up like their ideal place. So I guess her ideal place was something prehistoric. And if you're also new to the Evermizer, the dog can change form, and the dog is random. So you get a little chance to name the dog here too. But yeah, the dog's form right now with the settings in the seed are random. So you might see the dog looking like the Act 2 dog, the Act 3 dog, etc. So just something that's fun with the Evermizer. In fact, the dog's speed does vary. So in some cases they'll be running with the dog. If you look at Solar's dog, that particular dog is not actually that fast. Looks like Solar's stream might have actually froze here for a bit, but should be okay. Let's see. I will just switch over to different audio. Oh, you might be having a little bit of issues, but it should be okay. You should be catching up some frame drops. Anyway, getting out of Prehistoria, they're going to look also for the Jaguar ring here. That's going to allow them to run. We don't actually start off being able to run in the game. But we do get this item here. You just have to purchase something from this guy here. It's also pretty common to farm experience in the beginning here. These snail chickens, as I like to call them, and that's gonna help in the fight. Now they all do have a sword, and that sword's gonna allow them, like I mentioned, to cut grass. That could potentially allow them to skip Thrax. I'm gonna switch over to, let's see, switch over to Leoned right now for audio. Solar's still going. Looks like his stream's dropping a couple frames. Once again, the three runners here, veterans of the randomizer. So we should have a pretty close race. Early key items don't mean anything in this seed, as we noticed in the first race. I think we had found an early diamond eye, but then it was hours until we almost found all of the rest of the items. And mixed pool, no, like with mixed pool, like we say, like, okay, so right there, Solar finding Revealer. Revealer is a key alchemy spell for unlocking logic to halls and half the pyramid, actually, because there's actually a couple hidden walkways in Act 2, but particularly halls is where you would want to have Revealer for logic. This is also the bug muck here. If anybody's played this game casually, the first boss in this first area is actually pretty brutal. Leveling up on those snail chickens in the desert over there is actually a pretty common thing to have to do, even in the speedrun, even in the randomizer, to get that safety here, because this is a tough fight coming up in the bug muck, the Thrax fight. So the runners here may not, or probably not, going to go for the intro skip to Thrax. And it is a feature. It's a speedrun tech. Solar may, I'm not sure. There's a couple things here that the runners are very well versed in doing, but for the randomizers, it's a little different. You're not having to do quite all the speedrun tech. So, Solar first one into the Thrax fight. And again, this fight you have to target the heart. It's pretty brutal. If you have alchemy, it can go a lot faster. There's really nothing right now that they have, but they did use, you notice Solar there used the wings. So if you cast wings in an area that won't let you leave, in this case, this seed is allowing the wing glitch. It actually prevents the enemies from targeting you, and you don't take any damage, except for environmental damage. So like the 5 damage of when Thrax does like the earthquake attack after you strike him. So right now this fight's actually pretty easy because you really have no vulnerability to any of the maggots there or Thrax's arms, and you just have to finish the fight, deal as much damage as you can. So like this acid rain's not going to do any damage. I don't know, did Leoned, no, it doesn't look like Leoned use the wings. Again, having the early wings is kind of nice. Just makes this fight trivial. Solar first to finish the Thrax fight. Let's see what Thrax actually drops. So force field spell, which is really not that useful. Maybe if they want to buff later on, force a status effect permanently, one of the speedrun techs, they can do that. Alright, so Solar is still, again, on this quest for a few of the key items. Levitate's going to be another spell similar to Revealer. Levitate's going to open up some areas, actually. In this case, I should bring to attention that the fix sequence is on. Basically, there's no way to skip entering the volcano early. The players will need an energy core to open up the final boss in Act 4. So they are going to need, potentially they might need Levitate to get into the volcano if something's buried in there. And they are going to want that energy core. So they do have a pretty tall order of items to go look in. Again, they don't really have anything attack-wise for alchemy. That's unfortunate. There's a really nice strat with alchemy that allows you to multicast. So you can pull off up to 8 casts on a single cast. So 8 times. And that, if you have the right spell, can do some serious damage to the bosses. They don't have anything like that. And again, sometimes the ingredients aren't even that good because it's random what the ingredients are going to be in the seed. They might get a good offensive spell, but the ingredients could be terrible. Some ingredients are more rare than others. So right now, like I said, they don't have much. They're also going to be saving often because this game could potentially soft lock at any time. Well, not any time, but there are vanilla game soft locks that could happen. Nothing because of the randomizer, just potential of just the way the game was made from the go. So you will see the runners hopefully saving often, just in case that happens. Now, Solar, finding the Nitro formula. Nitro is a really, really strong spell. Looked like, was that Vinegar and Roots to cast? Could be pretty good. That alchemist also happens to have a spiky collar for the, or a leather collar for the dog, but it's not really that much of a defense increase, so they're going to skip that. So right now the path's really not deviating much. If you look at the call beads, so this game has call beads, like that's randomized too. They have some pretty good call bead magic. I notice Slivu checking. He's got a pretty hard one to use. You do get a hard ball. They're probably not going to use hard ball, but they have another attack there from that alchemist. Call beads do get refilled when you talk to the key characters, up to 6. So there is benefit in using some of that call bead magic early on to wipe out some of the fights quicker. So they do have that at their disposal. I think there was a call up spell. Now call up can increase the amount of call beads you have by 1. I'm not sure if it was worth the ingredients, but they do have that. Solar just skipping the rest of Act 1. So Act 1 does have a few other checks. The Mammoth Graveyard, and there's like a mountain to climb there. They don't have a lance or an axe to climb that mountain in its entirety. So they may just come back for that. There's also the swamp. And when you don't have a good hard-hitting weapon or magic for the swamp, the Salabog fight can really drag on, so it makes sense that the runners probably wouldn't be checking that. What's going on with Leoned here? Let's see. Well, Leoned's still going, so his stream is just syncing up. Okay. So Solar in Act 2 right now, ahead of everyone else. We'll see what the other runners decide to do, if they're going to stick around longer. Solar's stocking up on some wings. Again, since the wing glitch is enabled, that's going to make fights rather trivial. You can carry up to 6 wings. And the only other piece that might get shown off here, let's see. Okay, speed spell from the fish salesman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Solar. So there's normally a long desert here. Solar's just going to show off how to reverse desert skip here. So you can this whole desert just loops around for a while. But Solar's just going to execute a little switch here and skip that. And you have to force the cutscene here with Blimp to get the dog to be able to progress. The other thing too is this game has a market timer. When you enter the market, it's a 15-minute wait before the Coliseum fight kicks off. So Solar already started that timer, and that's going to be running in the background. If you had 2 diamond eyes, it skips that, but they don't have any diamond eyes yet. They don't have any key items yet. Queenie, they're just looking for anything right now in terms of some go mode item. Leoned opting to stay more in Act 1 here, doing the Mammoth Graveyard fight. Ooh, Solar grabbed a bronze spear from Blimp. Now, that's actually going to allow... I missed what that was too, but that's going to allow a access in halls and being able to fight Megator in halls. So you see Leoned using the getting a bronze axe. So bronze axe from the graveyard fight, that's a key item needed for logic in the pyramid to break walls in the pyramid. So if they need to go to pyramid, that bronze axe is Mammoth Graveyard. And Slivu is in Act 3 right now, actually. So this is interesting too. Act 3 has a lot of bosses. You can do a kind of reverse through Act 3 and take on quite a few bosses. You can also get your bazooka in Act 3, and you can get some hefty armor there. So this is a pretty big divergence right now. Leoned is staying in Act 1. Solar farming all the gourds and things in Act 2, but doesn't really have much except for that bronze spear. And Slivu in Act 3. There's some forced fights here, so Slivu's looking pretty good to take on the prison here. I guess that's so. Slivu's probably gonna start that reverse Act 3. Again, Solar's the only one that started the market timer. So that market timer could be required. We'll see. Oh, I don't know what happened to Solar's stream. It should come back. He's still going. Did he have a... Why did he have to load from the save? What happened? We missed something. I don't know what just happened to Solar. I don't see any word either. But he's... Oh, did he just kind of do all the checks and kind of reset? Maybe. Save scum. Could be. Could be the play. I'm just gonna go with that. Meanwhile, SGLIVE checking Act 3. This is gonna be tough to track. I'm solo here. I don't have any. I don't even know I have the spoiler log, so we're all following along together. Oof. Okay, so Energize. Oh gosh, the Energize magic alchemy is on a check that you could potentially fail. You have to guess the marbles, and it's RNG. Which hand? Maris there. That boy has in his hand. So if the players want Energize, they're gonna have to guess right. If they fail the guess, they gotta wait another 5 minutes before checking it again. So SGLIVE getting it correct the first time and has that Energize spell. Energize is great. It keeps your status charged the entire time, so you can run the entire time. You can shoot or strike with full charge without having to wait. So it gives a good advantage overall. I don't know what the ingredients are for it and how accessible it is to cast, but SGLIVE basically just did the Act 3 checks and kind of went back. Isn't proceeding through the rest of Act 3, the reverse Act 3 for the prison. And Leoned, sticking around Act 1, again has the Bronze Axe, which was he's the only person to find it yet. Again, that would be required to finish the pyramid in Act 2. So far, none of the runners even taken a look at the pyramid yet. And again, Solar, I don't know what happened. Solar's kind of redoing what he had. I guess something must have crashed. So we'll just go with that. It wasn't, I don't think it was an intentional reset because he's replaying everything. Right now, nobody has any key items to get to, go mode items. SGLIVE now initiating the market timer as well. And Leoned joining in on the fun in Act 2. It's really not much here in Act 2 yet. I think Solar just found that, again, that nitro formula was really... I don't even think it was worth being able to cast. I don't know who's favorite to win yet. I mean, Solar does pretty well on these weeklies, but so does Leoned, so does SGLIVE. So it's gonna be a tight race. The way the seed's going, they have some decisions to make. Definitely, they don't have a lot of power. They gotta get through the prison, and they don't have any real heavy attack alchemy right now. I don't, except for that nitro. And to get through the prison, you have to kill a guard bot that just really doesn't take damage from weapons. You need to really cast magic on it, either call beads or some alchemy. But again, they have that wing glitch, so they have good defense. And they have that safety, but they need to be able to do some damage, especially if they want to take on Salabog or they want to take on the prison there in Act 3. Ooh. So Act 2, just given the basic items, some basic logic items: the bronze spear, the bronze axe. All right, SGLIVE dipping back into Act 3. Maybe now feels a little bit more equipped. Solar running through the desert to check this alchemist hanging out in the oasis. You get a nice spiky collar. That's a good defense boost. Oh, and 10,000 gold coins. Actually, that's really worth it because armor and things and ingredients are expensive. You can always convert currency in this game to whatever the axe currency is. 10,000 gold coins is enough to basically carry through almost the whole game for buying ingredients, armor, and that's really all they're going to need. So that's a good find. Not sure how many of the other runners will check it. So Black Slivu is in the prison. Like I said, this area is pretty tough. He has Energize. He's got some pretty good call bead spells. But there's a bunch of enemies here that he wants to kill. He doesn't have, like, he's got slow burn. I mean, slow burn's, like, useless. It's useless. So he's going to want to use, I guess, his call bead magic and see if he can get through there. I don't know. He's a little, why is his stream? He's still going, though. He's still going. It's a little locked up on the restream, but no worries. He's still going on in the background. And as you can see, Slivu just stuck trying to deal damage. Doesn't want to use his magic on these wood mites here. They're not even really vulnerable to magic. He has like no attack power. So this is why, like, this is a tough seed when you have no attack power and you need to get past Act 3's prison to get to those bosses that have those key items. This is just a big stepping stone that you really have to work your way through. He has the call bead magic, which he's using. And I don't know what his plan is for the guard bot. Like, he could survive in there, but the guard bot still has a lot of health. I don't know exactly how much HP, but it's got quite a bit. Leoned not even at that point yet. Leoned's not thinking about Act 3 yet. Hanging out in Act 2 might be the smart move. Might be the smart move. So right now, yeah, okay, so Nitro requires grease. Ugh. So Nitro's basically gonna be pointless right now. I don't even think they can buy grease anywhere. I think one of the call beads had plague. I think they had some plague. So plague is gonna allow them, or maybe he did use slow burn on one of these enemies. But either way, what's going on here? Let's... All right. So Leoned's stocking up also on those wings. Slivu's coming up with whatever he can to get through this guard bot. This is what I'm saying. If you don't have enough to deal damage here, it's just really difficult. But look at this. Using the call up, getting that one extra call bead, finally through the prison. Once you're through that prison, you're in this beautiful town. And why this town is so beautiful is there's so many gourds. There's so many chests. There's just chests everywhere. See what items they pull. Oh, they're hoping for some cryo blast, some bazooka ammo. They're hoping for obviously key and go mode items too, but see what they get. So Solar gonna check Naris right now too. Oh, Solar was wrong. Isn't gonna get energized. So that's just unfortunate. Can we get audio on Slivu right now? Let's see. No, maybe not. Actually, yeah, let me just see. Yeah, let's keep an eye on Slivu right now and Evan Keep. So again, he doesn't have quite a lot of money. I I don't think you didn't find that 10,000 gold coin that Solar did, but you did get one piece of armor there. This is hefty armor. This armor is going to allow them to take good damage or minimal damage through the rest of the game almost. But you didn't quite get the full set of armor, so just enough. I actually ran into this issue in my run too, where I was still taking a little bit of a beating without the full set of armor, but it should be enough to keep things going. Plus, again, they have that wing glitch at their disposal in case the fight gets really, really problematic here. I don't know. Leoned's just doing some call-ups while falling over a ledge. Leoned's just showing off here. Again, Leoned really hanging out in Act 2. Staying away from the heavier fights in Act 3 here. But Solar dealing with the prison right now too. So what is the most difficult thing in this game? I mean, long boss rush when you don't have wing glitch. That's the most difficult thing in this game. Long boss rush when you don't have infinite ammo from the bazooka and when you don't have the wing glitch. Good luck. All right. Don't even know what SGLIVE just was checking there. Probably ingredients. See again if there's any magic worth casting. Most of these alchemists not giving anything useful. I don't think even any of these chests have anything great. But SGLIVE and Solar now pretty much even in terms of the routing. The only thing is Solar didn't get the Energize and SGLIVE did. Ooh, SGLIVE finding the Night Basher. So Night Basher in Ebon Keep is gonna open up the path to Gomi Tower. They might need that. I don't know. The last seed, that was the key. Yeah, wing glitch is a vanilla thing. Now, Leoned is the first one doing hauls of Kalasia here, and that's again in Act 2. Let's see. Has the Bronze Spear, can fight Megator, but again, doesn't really have anything to hit hard with. But is going into the fight. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Does have the call beat. So you see Leoned actually stacking call beat. You can again stack up to 8 casts. You got to be careful though. You want to do 7 casts because if the boss also does a cast when you did 8, if there's ever 9 casts of an alchemy on a screen, that's it, soft lock. So safe bet is usually to cast 7, and then if the boss casts, which this boss can, then you don't actually freeze the game. So Leoned made good use of the call up and is basically just blasting away with call bead magic. Wow. Look at all that lightning. Look at all that spaghetti. Oh my goodness. If you don't know if the game's gonna crash or not, it looks like it will at any point, but you should be fine. Lance on Solar screen giving nothing either. So again, you can buy some ingredients, but nothing useful. But Solar has that 10,000 gold coin in his wallet, so no problem making some purchases here. SGLIVE's very poor. All right, let's see what Leoned gets from Megator, since he's the only one doing Act 2 right now. Learn to levitate. Ooh, levitate. Again, a key alchemy spell to unlocking logic for the volcano and Tiny's hideout, which we needed in the previous match. So, Megator, this Act 2 play by Leoned could give him opportunity. Night Basher. Why does Solar not have the Night Basher yet? I guess Solar's just hanging out a little bit. SGLIVE was just a little bit faster through the town. Maybe Solar hasn't gotten to that chest yet. SGLIVE is already on the Verminator fight here. This fight is tough. No real firepower yet either. Once again, Verminator, you have the wing glitch, so not really worried about dying, but have to be able to kill Verminator. Verminator has quite a good enough HP, and Slu's got to figure out how to deal damage here. Doesn't have any heavy bazooka ammo. So even though now having the bazooka has to rely on the call bead. And looks like Solar's doubling up his call beads, getting ready for the Verminator fight as well. And this is it. I mean, this is just going to be the strategy for them. Since they don't their magic, their attack magic is kind of pointless right now. Oh, and there you go. Solar's got the Night Basher. And what did Solar cast the perma something? He's glowing in a lot of different ways. So Solar must have buffed. What did he do? Perma aura, maybe? Yeah. So if you cast one magic and then 4 other status changes, the first one never runs out. And this is also another vanilla glitch. So if you cast aura and then 4 other, like you use a pixie dust, a defend, those other 4 will run out, but the first one won't. So you'll have permanent whatever you've casted first. Oh shoot! Look at that. Solar caught right up. He's not gonna be happy that he's getting a spider claw, which is basically useless at this point for this fight. But Slivu, a little slow on dealing damage. Now Solar and Slivu took the same path, but they're basically equal. Look at what they have to rely on. This call bead, lightning, spaghetti. This is like, it's so much lag, and I know they have to hate it right now. But yeah, there's the multicasting of it. Leoned's fighting a mini boss here to get through the halls. It doesn't drop anything. It's just a little mini mini tour, I think. But there is one more boss at the end of this, the Mad Monk. Once you get through all the halls. This seed's a slow one, just like the first half of the first match. You know what? The Halls music is really good. We're gonna switch over to Leoned a little bit, get that music, that nice Halls sounds while Leoned's traversing There's 4 sections of the halls. These little tiles you have to unlock. Solar finally getting the Energize. Again, he had to wait like 4 minutes before he could have checked that boy again, and now he guessed right. So he's gonna be excited to see that. I forget what Energize takes, but it's always good to have some Energize. Slivu again stocking up on call up or call beads, because that's all they can really deal damage with if they want. They don't even have a good weapon. Like Night Basher's their hardest hitting weapon. Oh, they have the bazooka, but they don't have like the good ammo for it. You get like a thunderball. They want cryoblast, or at least the projectile. So in halls and in a lot of the game, there are these little hidden walls, and those hidden walls are in logic. Luku's glowing right now too. I wonder, was also casting the perma aura? Or perma reflect? I don't know which they permed. I didn't see which one they casted first. Something. They're raving. They're raving. So just as they run. Did you like? Yeah, I don't know. The first match of the day. If you're just joining, this is the Secret of Evermore, Evermizer, which is the name of the randomizer race. This is match 2 of the day. These three going head to head. The previous winner of the first match was Queen Ambi. That was also featuring myself and one free. It's a good matchup. It went 2.5 hours, but that was just because things were spread everywhere. And we're just about 40 minutes into this seed, and they have nothing. Key items can be on bosses, gourds, alchemists. Not much in Act 1. Solar's not going to find much. Leoned already took care of Act 1, so Solar's just going to be looking around right now. SGLIVE also back in Act 1. Interesting. It's almost as if they're basically neck and neck, but Leoned's... I want to say Leoned's actually... doesn't know it, but has a better chance of finding things right now, unless the Night Basher is required. We'll see. It probably is, judging by the way the day's been going. So halls is kind of, like I said, you unlock 4 different rooms. At the end of it, you fight what's called Mad Monk. That's what Leoned's approaching right now. Pretty straightforward boss. See what Mad Monk has for a drop. Yeah, again, the only attack power that these runners have right now is basically this call bead. Because their weapons are terrible, their alchemy, they have some good spells, but the ingredients for them are terrible. It's random, and the ingredients are terrible. So these fights are taking a little longer than they probably are used to. Oh, a horn spear for all that effort. Another low-level spear. So nothing in the halls. Really? Like nothing in the halls? So Leoned doing us a service, checking all of the halls, but finding nothing. So never mind about Leoned potentially getting an up on these other 2 runners here. Well, I guess maybe, well, let's see, this alchemist hanging out here in the walls. Nope. Also has nothing. Great. So Leoned's gonna fly out of the... Oh, learned crush, never mind. Leoned's gonna fly out of this, this hall's pretty much empty-handed. Took a nice tour. Oh, wait, sorry, no, wait, Levitate, though, was on Megator. I shouldn't count out all of halls. The first fight, which any of these runners can just do and get out of there, would yield the Levitate. I don't want to forget about that. So yeah, Secret of Evermore music is absolutely beautiful. It was done by Jeremy Soul at the time, 19. I do love the soundtrack. This is one of my other favorite tracks here in the Horus's camp. I'm curious where Leoned's gonna go next. Solar and SGLIVE just gonna clear out Act 1. They already had their fun in Act 3. They did the Verminator loop. They didn't go do the reverse boss again because really they don't have much attack power. And that's probably why they opted to just go back to Act 1, see if there was anything quick to grab. Okay, Kung Fu Crickets in chat there, another runner of this game. Game has seen a couple new strats, and then even in the any % speedrun, there's a new out of bounds glitch. That is also part of the randomizer, not in this particular seed. That out of bounds is off and it won't be possible. But the major settings in this seed allowing them some benefit again is the wing glitch. infinite bazooka ammo, and the experience is pretty good. I think it's like 200%. But yeah, a lot of attention to the to this game lately. It is a really nice game. And if you're interested in the Secret of Evermore randomizer, you're gonna want to go to Evermizer.com. We have weekly seeds, weekly competition, and it's actually pretty intense competition. And there's a Discord as well, of course. Alright, so Leoned probably not opting to do the pyramid yet? I'm not sure why. But Solar, with that bronze axe, and not really finding much in Act 1 now, is making his way over to the western bank. We'll see if he does halls and or pyramid. He's got the equipment to do either. I'm starting to wonder if there is even any go mode items in this seed, because they have found nothing. They need some diamond eyes. The top left section of their tracker, those 3 little diamond eyes, the gauge, the wheel, the energy core, is blank, and their tracker is working. It's just there's nothing. They've cleared probably about 40% of the game already, and there's still nothing. Their call up is at like level 4 because that's all they've been able to use. Oh, there you go. So Leoned also perma burying, perma aura. I don't even remember what the first one they used was. But they're basically going to be raving. Okay, so Solar opting to do halls. Nobody's been near the pyramid yet. Solar's just going to go right to... potentially just go right to Megator first. We'll see. Obviously getting some of the gourds. Slivu started the market timer. Just finding the hidden 500 jewels. Wait. Slivu not doing vigor. Yeah. Leoned having fun with the chickens. Okay, so Leoned is going to do the vigor fights. Now, the vigor fight is required to unlock Aegis, and eventually Aegis when you have the diamond eyes when you return, and the Aquagoth and Tiny areas in Act 2. So Vigor might have something, and then later on open the door. And again, you have to wait like 15 minutes. Oh, Slivu couldn't do. Oh my gosh, Slivu couldn't do the Vigor fight because he never fell down the ledge to get the dog to this cutscene. So Slivu's got to go back. That's why. Okay, never mind. All right, Solar fighting Megator. Again, Solar might be happy to see what Megator drops. We know that that's going to be Levitate. Saw that from Leoned. And Leoned's now the first one doing the Vigor fight in the Coliseum here. There's some few gourds in here too that you can only get. So again, you have to wait like 15 minutes before you can get in here each time if you miss it. If you miss it, there's like a 4-minute, and then you gotta wait another. You have 4 minutes to get in there, and then you have to wait in like another 15 minutes if you miss that. So you don't get too many options or too many times to go into this Vigor fight. Okay, now Slivu can get in that Vigor fight as well. There's also some Final Fantasy VI characters there in the crowd as a little Easter egg. See Locke and Mog hanging out. in the audience. You may have purchased a ticket. What does he say? Like, you purchased a ticket for the seat, but you'll only need the edge. Actually, this fight's not going to go too quickly because Vigor's defense, magic defense is very high. And unfortunately, Leoned only has like the level 2, like the second best spear. So has to find a way to like deal some damage here. Basically chasing Vigor back and forth. You can only hit Vigor in the back to deal damage. Yeah, so this fight could take a little while. Oh, Solar going to the pyramid. The pyramid has so many gourds to check. So I might not even be able to keep track of what Solar grabs there. Try to see while the Vigor fight's going on. Yeah, Solar first one to be checking the pyramid. Has the bronze axe, so can clear the whole place. There's 2 bosses in here and a bunch of gourds. There's like Gourd Alley in this place. It's a little bit of a maze. And when you don't have like buffed, well, they have, I guess they have the perma aura. If you didn't have that, you'd be getting knocked back all the time. Now, Solar's first one checking pyramid, so we'll see what the pyramid has to offer. While they're taking their time doing the Vigor fight over here, these two, they're gonna be here a while. Like I said, they don't have a good weapon. Having a bazooka with good ammo is what you really want for this fight. They don't have that. They gotta wave their stick around, and Vigor's like, I don't need, like, brushing it off like it's nothing. Leona's just getting tired. Leona's like, what can I even do? What can I even swing? Switching to the axe. SGLIVE does have Energize at disposal. I guess saving it. I mean, I would say it's a pretty good place to use it right now. I don't think Solar's found anything yet. Oh, escape. So escape can act as wings, and also can activate the wing glitch if you were short on wings. That's about it. I mean, at the cost of some alchemy ingredients. Who even knows if they're worth it? Believe me, I've been in a Vigor fight like this. It can go a very long time. And remember, he did use a call bead. The only benefit... Oh, okay, SGLIVE was switching to Energize. There you go, like, something. So you gotta chase this guy down, back and forth. Axe has a little more reach, so it makes sense to use it. Alright, so... first boss coming up here for Solar in the pyramid. It's kind of like a mid-boss. Ooh. And we're gonna see what the Vigor fight drops. At the same time, we're gonna see what the suns here in the pyramid drop. Vigor has nothing! Oh, for all your efforts, Leoned and SGLIVE will find out soon enough. Vigor has nothing. Again, unlocks the path to Aegis and Aquagoth and Tiny later on, but doesn't have an item. Ooh, Atom Smasher on the Suns. Okay, so those just tuning in, these runners have things to progress through the game, but they don't have any key items. They're dealing with using call beads basically the whole time because their magic or their alchemy ingredients and choices are terrible. This is suffering. They're an hour in and they've found nothing for go mode. A typical seed of this is around the 2-hour mark for 2.5 hours for like 100%. So they eventually got to find something. But yeah, they got that levitate, they got the Night Basher, they had the bronze axe, the bronze spear. Didn't do much. Solar's checking some of the more buried gourds right now in the rest of the pyramid. I'm pretty sure all the runners are like, what the heck is even this seed right now? Like, are there my items in, like, is this just broken? Because if I saw something like this, I'd definitely be wondering the same. You're witnessing it. Winner will move on to face Queen Anne B, though, like I said from the previous match earlier today. If those that are here were tuned in for that, that was another good matchup. Went 2.5 hours. Had some buried go mode items too, but it was a little more steady than right now. We at least found like a diamond eye and an energy core early on. I haven't found anything. They're gonna need the energy core too. They're gonna need 5 items. And they're 0 for 5 right now. Alright. Solar is chasing down Rimzala. Again, does not have like, if you had bazooka, you could literally stand at the bottom of the screen and fire bazooka up. I'm gonna switch over to Solar. I'm gonna say Solar's a bit ahead right now. SGLIVE making his way over through Act 2 has to make a decision again on halls or pyramid. Leon had already through the halls, again the only thing in there being that levitate on Megator, which Solar grabbed and was out. Solar didn't go any further. Rimzilla is kind of funny here. Solar's got to kind of, you can only hit it when it's back in the top. So another long fight. Trying to find any means to do these fights quicker. Explosions in this game are intense. Found a biscuit for climbing the pyramid. Just in case, you know, I'm actually hungry for a biscuit, but not, these are dog biscuits in case the dog ever runs out of health. Bring him back to the biscuit. Nothing they really care about at this point. Some of the alchemists do give an item or magic on a second revisit when you see them. Once again, nothing. Solar's putting levitate on. I'm pretty sure that means Solar's going to make a visit to the volcano, which at this point might just have everything. Either that or Gomi's Tower. Funny how Solar in the last race was commentating, said, hey, well, you know, everybody went to Gomi so late. Yeah, it seems that they're doing the same. They have that Night Basher, but yet they have not made a visit to the tower. We'll see. We'll see if Solar goes to the tower. Solar goes to the volcano. Volcano. Looks like volcano. Nobody's made a stop at the swamp yet either. Again, because they really didn't have anything good to fight Salabog with, but there are a bunch of gourds there. I'm curious if Solar's going to just make a swamp stop as well while we're back in Act 1. No, I'm just going to go right to the volcano. That's fair. Volcano, to get into the volcano, there is a rock blocking the way. In the normal game, there's actually a rock skip, because you normally need a mud pepper to cast levitate to get in there. Solar found a way where you can just skip through the rock. It's one of the major speedrun tech in this game. So right now, Solar's going to show that off on all the remaining rocks here. Like for the randomizer, for the logic, you have to, you know, block that first rock skip won't work. But now Solar will be able to do that for the rest of the rocks here. Bunch of gourds here in the volcano. Key items can be on the, and go mode items can be in the gourds, so they have to keep checking gourds because they haven't found anything yet. Yeah, Solar gonna show off that rock skip. Oh, the dog has to be a little bit lower on the screen there when you switch back and forth. There you go. He does a little bark to get lower. There you go. Just phase right through the rocks. Don't have to worry about casting that levitate anymore. Solar is going to also be making use of Energize again, because you can now not worry about your bar depleting and you just run at full speed the whole time. So going through the pyramid, we already know there's not going to be much there. Leoned finally going Act 3, the reverse Act 3, through the prison. Pretty buffed at this point. SGLIVE and Solar had to take that on with less, or pretty much the same, but a little earlier. Right now we're really just looking to see what Solar finds in the volcano. We already know there's not going to be much for SGLIVE to find here in this pyramid. And Leoned is catching up on Act 3 as well. So a little hidden area here. Oh, there it is! The first diamond die in the volcano, in the hidden alchemist in the wall. So I almost have a feeling that just everything is going to be in the volcano. There's two bosses. There's plenty of gourds. There's a chance. We'll see. In which case, SGLIVE is going to be a little disappointed because he hasn't yet checked halls to know that levitate's there. But that might be his next stop. We'll see. Yeah, Solar coming up to the little mid-boss here. Viper Commander. Whoops, cast it on the wrong. Here you go, Solar. That poor other raptor just... Well, not raptor, two diamond eyes. There you go, Viper Commander. There was an innocent death there by one of the enemies, but the Viper Commander with another diamond eye. So that's all you only need two diamond eyes. There's three in there. Who the heck knows where the third one is at this point? Could be in Act 4 for all we know. But Solar getting the two diamond eyes is going to be really happy about that. Doesn't need to do Vigor because if he goes to the market now, he'll just go right to Aegis. So, and we know Vigor has nothing. We know Vigor has nothing. That just proved it for Solar. Solar's looking pretty good right now. Looking pretty good right now. SGLIVE just finding the Atom Smasher like, where are my items? Leoned going through it, Act 3. It's like, I did so much already. Where are my items? Solar finally getting a little bit of hope, a glimmer. His diamond eyes. I mean, what more to glimmer with? You have diamond eyes. And hopefully those diamond eyes see the gauge or the wheel or an energy core. He's still gonna have to check. At this rate, he's probably still gonna have to check Gomi Tower. But yeah, it looks like Volcano and the tower, or Tiny and Aquagoth. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure the freezes myself. SGLIVE was not just standing there in thought and desperation of where to go next. It'll catch up though. They're all still running in the background. So yeah, there's a little bit of this pipe maze in the volcano. It's not really that fun to navigate when you have to grab all the gourds, but since they do have to still grab all the gourds, this is what they're doing. Solar hasn't saved in a while. I guess he doesn't matter. I guess he's fine. But that makes me a little tense. I don't want to commentator curse, but I feel like you can crash at any time in some of these boss fights. So like, Alright, let's see. I'd hate to see that he has to do the Diamond Eyes again. He did have an earlier crash too. But I think that was just his game or something. Like, I don't know what happened. It wasn't his stream or something happened. I don't know. He actually did replay like 5 minutes of the game, Act 2. Alright, so this is the Magmar fight. Normally in this game, it's kind of tough, even in the speedrun. You have to deal quite a bit of damage, otherwise Magmar goes in the lava and heals. Look at this lag. Dude, the spaghetti lightning. This is the best attack that they have right now, which is sad. This is what they gotta deal with. I think Solar just showing off the dog dancing. I mean, he's having fun now. You know why he's having fun too? Because he's got 2 diamond eyes. He actually sees the light at the end of the tunnel here. We'll see if this Magmar fight had anything. It should. Okay. Well, a 3rd diamond eye. Oh, okay, sure. That's wonderful. That's what you get for dancing. That's what you get for all the dancing. 3 diamond eyes. You only need 2. But they were all 3. So what this means, if you're just tuning in for the Secret of Evermore tournament on SpeedGaming Live 2023, this means Solar's got to at least do 2 more areas. And he's going to have to break through. He's got the diamond eyes though. He can skip the Vigor fight. So he knows that. He knew those that had to do Vigor before, Slivu and Leoned, he could skip all that. He can go right to the market right now. Or he could go to Gomi's Tower. He's putting that off. We'll see which one he chooses. But Solar is in the lead. And Solar has a pretty... I mean, there's not many choices left. So he already knows which ones he has to make. The other runners are going to catch up pretty soon, because again, there's not much left in Act 2 for Slivu, and there's not much left for Leoned to discover. But none of them have done the reverse Act 3. Actually, you know, I should point that out too. Nobody's fought Timber Drake. Nobody's fought Bad Boys and Foot Knight. Looks like Leoned though is gonna make me happy and go do that right now. So making the way back through the pipes here. Leoned's either gonna do Gomi Tower or the reverse Act 3 through those bosses I just mentioned before. So, which could be interesting. I don't even know what Solar's doing. Solar is upgrading the spear. Maybe to give him some more attack options. Yeah, so I mean, this is what it seems like. I think Solar's just tired of relying on call beads to deal damage. At this point, there's a lot of enemies here, and experience is pretty good. So, yeah, Bronze Spear at level 2. Yeah, I think that's what he wanted. Yep, there you go. So he's updating, because you know what? They're not dealing much damage. It's kind of a smart play. He's got to deal something against these bosses, and that's gonna give the spear some range and some damage. Combine that with Energize, he's got a pretty good play. Okay, Leoned doing reverse bosses here in Act 3. This is Timber Drake. So we're gonna see what these bosses have. This could potentially even things up a little bit. Because if these bosses have the gauge or the wheel, then Solar's gonna have to deal with that too. Solar's banking on these things being buried. Oh. Am I mistaken? You still have to do Vigor? You still have to do Vigor. I thought you just skipped Vigor. Oh, so you got... I thought you could just go right to Aegis when you have the 2 Diamond Eyes. Oh! The gauge! The gauge is on Timber Drake. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, now this gets interesting. So Solar is not headed that way. Solar's going the deeper route. Solar's like, maybe my stuff's in Tiny's hideout like the last match. So he's opening that way now. I thought he could skip Vigor. I thought Aegis was spawned, so that's my mistake. So he still has to do Vigor, then he has to do Aegis. And then he can get the Tiny and Aquagoth. But Leoned might show us right now that, well, you know what? Your key items are actually in the rest of Act 3. At least Solar's going to be able to deal a little more damage to our friend here in his trusty chariot there. So this bad boys fight that Leoned's up against is a pretty tough fight. But again, with Wing Glitch, you're not really worried. But those bad boys can cast Nitro and pretty much one-shot you if you're not prepared. And they don't have a lot of health, but you got to fight like 3 of them. And they got pretty good dodge. Pretty good dodge. I don't know what's going on with Solar right now. We're just in a bigger fight. Switch over to Leoned. There's 2 types of boss musics. I like this one. This one's nice. But yeah, Solar taking out Vigor there faster than the others had because he came prepared. But he's gonna realize there's not much there. He's just opening up the paths. So Leoned getting a bronze helmet from the bad boys fight. There's still one more boss here, the Foot Knight. Leoned's going back into the forest to visit one of the buried alchemists, it looks like, also. Hopefully it's not required because, oh, that's going to make life painful for everyone. But Leoned will check for us to see if it is. Slivu just back in Act 1, beefing up on attack magic, prepping for the prepping for what's to come, knowing it's gonna be a long one. But all runners have this perma aura, so they don't even have to worry about wings. They're not going to take damage. Yeah, Solar here doing the Aegis fight. This fight again is required to advance to open up Tiny's hideout and the Aquagoth caves. Switch over it. Oh, I didn't see what this alchemist has. I don't think anything. I don't think anything good. Certainly not a key item. So Leoned just opting to get out of there. Leoned's gonna approach Foot Knight on the chessboard. Foot Knight has high magic defense. This is going to be a long fight. I don't even know what Leoned's plan is for it yet. Because again, not really a strong weapon. I mean, you have Night Basher. Hasn't leveled up the weapons yet. So Leoned's got to make some choices. Using Call Up and Magic is not going to go too fast, but we'll see. At least there's Energize. SGLIVE finally entering the volcano is going to get a little bit of a sense of what this seed had to offer. He's going to finally find some Diamond Eyes. Yeah, the stream went a little... Don't worry, it's in the background fine. I don't know how it's some little tense moments as it catches up here on the restream. But yeah, Leoned, the dog's just going to be taking a snooze here because the dog has decided to run out of health. I guess maybe he didn't perma aura or barrier the dog. Sad. So the dog was just going to lay down while the Foot Knight battle ensued. And Leoned will definitely be here a while because it doesn't have much of a way to do damage. With Foot Knight's magic defense being very high, even the call beads won't do much. Alright, Solar dispatching Aegis. Solar at this point, I want to say is in the lead, but again, is not really sure where that gauge or wheel or energy core is, and Solar's decisions right now may come back because he's not going the gauge route yet where Leoned is. He's not going that route yet, and he's going to have to. So he's going the tiny hideout and Aquagoth place right now, I'm sure. So he's still going to have to eventually go back through Act 3 where Leoned is right now. The question is, will Leoned, right after this, get into the volcano where SGLIVE is? This could get interesting. It's still anybody's race here. Again, the winner will move on to the finals. The finals will be tomorrow. I think the time is still to be decided, but maybe in the morning on East Coast and towards the afternoon in Europe. Winner will go on to face Queen Anne B, the winner from the match from earlier today. This is a mini tournament for Secret of Evermore, Evermizer. The creator, right there, SGLIVE, part of this, still has a level playing field as anybody else. Leoned realizing the hard way that Foot Knight, magic. Well, I'm sure Leoned knows, but yeah, Foot Knight's magic defense is so high. Without a bazooka and cryo, well, they have the bazooka, but without that cryo, you're just not really going to be dealing much damage here. So once again, SGLIVE finding those Diamond Eyes. I'm curious what SGLIVE is going to think when he finds the third one. I'm sure SGLIVE right now is like, oh, this is great. Everything must be in this volcano. Yeah, no. Not everything. I'm sure that he wish he could trade one of those Diamond Eyes for a wheel. At least Solar would. So Solar is going back to... Oh, Solar getting Sting. The Mighty Bees. Finally something to do attack, to do damage. And Solar's going to be buffing that right now. Leveling it up. while he can farm some ingredients here. Oh, Foot Knight. What did Foot Knight have? Nothing. Like, well, no key item, no go mode item. Crusader sword, thank you. Yeah, some of these pop up so quick. Right when you kill it instead of after the explosion. Thank you. So, hopefully anybody that goes the reverse Act 3 gets their last item before having to fight Foot Knight and can do the Foot Knight skip. Or just come better prepared to the Foot Knight fight. Because the Foot Knight fight is like... Leoned's going to be doing Queen's Key, as we call it. So normally in the game, the dog gets captured, makes its way through this pipe maze. Sacre Bleu, you are not the pig! And has to, you know, I guess the dog runs away and yeah, gets lost in the vents instead of becoming food. It's a little bit of a pain to go through because there's an old lady here that's been stuck in the vents forever, like, and the alchemist is like, dude, where's... Oh! The energy core! The energy core is in Tiny's lair. That sucks. Sucks for the runners. But it's something. Solars was probably hoping on a little bit more here, but at least the energy core is there. But that means all the runners are gonna have to do this hideout. This is just like the first seed. Yeah. Dude, where's my wife? I don't get many visitors down here. Here's, take this key. Don't let anybody know I'm still down. Actually, maybe she's on a permanent vacation. The other guy is just like, yeah, well, I'm just gonna continue selling alchemy. But yeah, anyway, you need this key from this old lady to open up some chests in the castle. So that's what's going on there. There could be something required on that. Leoned's the only one to have checked so far. But Solar, checking Tiny's hideout now. That's gonna be required. It's buried. It's buried. They need those diamond eyes. They need to fight Aegis. Once you're in Tiny's hideout, you don't need to do much. It's a pretty small place. You chase Tiny around on these little platforms, you get some gourds, and you're out. Did he? Hopefully he checked the wall. Secret wall. I don't know. Let's switch over back to Solar for audio. As Leoned's just going up and down through the vents. I think Leoned is also going to be the first one to check the Ivor Tower town for items. Since nobody else made it back through there yet. But Solar probably a little bit more relieved, once again, that at least an item was here. He's not going to be happy about the seed. He's not going to be happy that there's this fallout of items in this fashion, but if he sees a wheel here, we'll know then where all the key items are. So Tiny's all oiled up and tossing oglins around. It'll be no mode if it's a wheel, but it won't be go mode. We're not even in no mode yet. Somebody find the wheel, and then we are. So, is it a wheel? Nothing. You just get to look at my oiled body. There you go. That's Tiny's hideout. Okay. Yes, the energy core was in Tiny's lair. But Solar's still gonna have to go through the reverse Act 3 to get the gauge. Solar's still gonna have to, well, I don't even, is he gonna go to Aquagoth? Probably. Might as well. Slivu going for the Aegis fight too. Probably thinking about the previous match that we had earlier, about Tiny's hideout. Leoned not worrying about this. Leoned's just cruising right along. Leoned knows where that... Leoned has the gauge. Leoned's probably like, why the heck don't I have anything else? But he has a gauge. Leoned also names his dog Luna after his husky. She's so cute. If you aren't following all of these runners, you should be, because leoned91 always wonderful, running the Evermore, running other randomizer, and has a really cute dog. Solar. Actually, we like Kenny the cat on Solar's stream mostly, but Sliv, of course, created the pop tracker for this. Does so much development work for Archipelago and Multiworld, and created this very randomizer, and has done so much work in the community, and they all stream regularly. Oh, he didn't do pop track. He does pop tracker work. They both do pop tracker work. I see him doing pop tracker. But either way. Solar fighting Aquagoth, our tentacle monster friend. Solar did pick up that Sting Alchemy, finally able to deal some damage without having to do call beads. Does Aquagoth have any? At the bottom of the sewers. Let's see. Some ethanol. Joy. There must be really a lot of joy on Solar's face right now. So, the gauge is in Timberdrake. So that's a quickie. That's a quickie. If that's their last check on, heading towards reverse, that's good. But nobody's done Gomi. I don't know why. I don't know. Nobody's done Gomi yet. He's not. Nobody's in despair yet. I think Leoned and Slivu were in despair fighting Vigor though. That was an hour. Well, not an hour, but it was at least like 10 minutes they won back in their lives. So Leoned did Queen's Key as well, and I don't think there was anything. I don't even think anybody found Cryo yet. Nobody's done Gomi though, the Gomi Tower. And probably because Solar jinxed the seed by saying please no Gomi. Now, again, just catching everybody up. Solar, nobody's quite in the lead yet, because even though Leoned has the gauge and nobody else does, and Solar's got the 3 diamond eyes, they haven't met in the middle yet, because they check different places. So it's the question of, is Leoned going to make his way into the volcano? And then is Solar gonna make his way over to where the gauge was? But we still don't even know where the wheel is. Probably in Gomi Tower. Could be on Mongola. Could be on Sterling. So the tower beckons. I guess it could be in a gourd here, but we already know it's not. Leonid, well, actually, do we? Did Leonid do the sweep here of Ivor yet? Maybe not. I know he did the Queen's Key, and then he had to make his way back up through the prison. So I don't even think he walked out the door yet. So Solar's gonna kind of meet up with Leonid here in Ivor. Maybe they'll have some coffee, talk about how terrible the seed is. Yeah, there's a bunch of you're able to switch between dog, yeah, and boy. There's a whole section, like a puzzle, where yeah, the dog can do things while the boy doesn't. I don't remember if Secret of Mana did that. Secret of Mana, your characters get stuck on everything, and then it just kind of could potentially just lock you. So probably not. Probably not. But this game came after, so maybe they looked at. I know they revamped the engine. It's not like a exact. They did rework. It was different programmers. They kind of stole the concept, but I think it was a different engine. Yeah. When they brought it over, when the U.S. team was doing this game. But this is a game I grew up with. I didn't actually grow up with Secret of Mana. I was playing this one instead. I always loved Secret of Evermore. It's got a nice mood. All right. So Solar checked the town. Didn't find anything. Leonid checking those chests. Now he has that Queen's Key from that old lady in the sewer. I don't think Leonid is really gonna find anything, but maybe there's hope. Livu checking back in Act 2 here. Revisiting some of those alchemists. Yeah. So hey, did you ever see my wife? I don't know where she's been. This alchemist had nothing, with some feathers. So Queen's Key, not worth it. For all that the runners have checked so far, though, they're only an hour and a half in. I mean, at this point, they're pretty much going to be doing 100%. They are crushing it right now. Crushing it right now. Only at an hour and a half. That's how talented they are. If you also notice, the dog is switching to the opening act, the podunk dog. That's the fastest dog there is. You don't normally get to play as this dog in the vanilla game. This dog's a speedy little one. Look at him sprinting across the town. Yeesh. It's so fast it's even hard to control. Bumping into everything. Alright. That's one fast warfare. Okay, so Solar's like, well, I guess I gotta go back to Act 3. Will it be Gomi's Tower? Will it be the reverse boss situation with Timber Drake? Like, we'll see. Imagine saving Gomi Tower for last. Imagine. When your name is Please No Gomi. But you still had to check Chinese hideout. Still had to check Volcano. But here we go. I don't know where Solar's going first. It's one or the other. You gotta make... You either go up Gomi or you go fight Timber Drake. What's it gonna be? Slivu catching up a little bit to where Solar is. They basically, SGLIVE and Solar basically took the same routing. And SGLIVE just had a little bit more problems finding things to deal damage with. Otherwise, did alright. Just didn't have enough firepower. So SGLIVE is gonna find that energy core. He's gonna be pretty happy about that. And now, again, Leoned's the only one with the gauge because Leoned already did the Act 3 things. Which Solar is going to be doing now. So Solar... starting to realize I need to do Gomi and I need to do Act 3. Oh, certainly realized. And here we go. It's Gomi's tower. No! Just opening the door. Just teasing me. Just gonna check Timber Drake first. I did that too. I like to open the gate and then just leave. Alright. Well, what do you say, Solar? What do you think? What do you think of this situation? That's gonna give Solar the lead. Now a decision has to surely be made. Because Solar's thinking, alright, my wheel is probably on the rest of this way. That means Gomi Tower is not going to have a visit right now. And Solar's going to realize that Gomi Tower is probably going to need a visit. Nobody else is headed there yet either. Leoned still has to go through Volcano. Yeah, the Forest Maze. There are still people running around it today. They started 30 years ago and they have not gotten out. The owls. Are they owls, chat? Are they really owls? I don't know. Do they even have ears? Wings? It's tough. They look like little goblins. Oh, that's true. Alright. Queenie says. Winner will go on to face Queenie tomorrow in the finals. Should be an interesting matchup if Solar wins. For no particular reason. I'll let Queenie decide if that's going to be a problem or not. It might be a problem. It might not be. The Shadow Gremlin. Yeah, there you go. Also, the movie Gremlins, kind of a twisted movie, huh? I didn't realize how like creepy that movie was. Seeing it didn't feel like a kid's movie anymore. If I really thought about it, it's a little scary. That movie. But Queenie did do a lot of work coordinating all of this, and also the one that inspired me to get into Secret of Evermore, Evermizer. Again, it's a great randomizer. Not just saying it. We do encourage anyone interested in Secret of Evermore, especially speedrunning it too. Join the Evermizer community. It's good. It's good. We do weekly seeds. It is fun. This week's was a mystery seed too. I haven't run it yet. But what isn't a mystery here is actually I forgot all about the swamp. Leoned is going to show us what's in this swamp. Nobody's done the swamp yet. Nobody's gave Salabog here a visit. This is what Queenie looks like in the morning when she wakes up. That's there you go. There you go. All right. I think that's her words and not mine. But yeah, those just joining, I want to say Solar's in the lead, but Solar still needs to find the wheel. We're not even in no mode. We don't know where that wheel is, but that's all Solar needs. He needs a wheel. Solar, take the wheel. We don't know where it could be. Could be in Gomi's tower. Could be on Salabog. Forgot about Salabog. Forgot nobody did. Nobody. You know why? Because nobody had anything to hit Salabog with. Leoned using some bazooka. And thanks to SpeedGaming, again, SpeedGaming Live 2023. This event, this tournament there's a prize for this too. I thought there is a prize for this. There's a monetary prize for winning this tournament. So this is heavy competition. All right now. They want to find a wheel. I want to find a wheel. I want to know where this wheel is. Is it on Salabog? Oh, there's a bazooka. Well, there's a couple gourds here. Leoned, check the gourds. Show us the wheel. Also, the music is randomized. That's just a setting. In case you're wondering, sometimes there is random music. Different music. So, looks like the swamp had nothing. RPG Mel. The play on words. Solar would be so excited to hear that. Solar, wait. What is this? Why does nobody want to go into Gomi Tower? Is this a joke? Did the runners just convene beforehand? Let me check the race chat. No. Nobody wants to go in. No one wants to go to Gomi Tower. Solar would rather make his way through the swamp, where he could still smell Leoned's sweat after just coming through here. This is where Solar's deciding, over Gomi Tower. Nobody also fought Coleoptera yet. Isn't Coleoptera where the wheel is? No. Naturally? I think so. Or is that Aquagod? No, that's... I don't know anymore. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there you go. It'll be vanilla. Nobody knows yet. That's okay too. Remember, they didn't have a lot of heavy firepower in the beginning. They were struggling to find anything to deal damage with. Solar found Sting. He's sending bees. Lots of bees. Again, what the runners are doing, if you're unfamiliar with the run, is they're multicasting. They're able to group 8 casts at once. That's why it's dealing so much damage. Without, otherwise you gotta cast one at a time. It can be slow. So the multicast Sting, it's a lot of bees. Takes Salabog down in one cycle. Solar's not gonna find anything. Oh my, this is what I'm saying though, like, Leoned now in the volcano, Leoned's going to find the Diamond Eyes. I'm not sure if the runners are checking race time to see like if anybody's finished yet. But so they might not, they're definitely not watching the restream, but they probably don't, they haven't, if they are watching, they haven't seen anybody finish yet. So they're probably like, all right, well, we're all in the same boat here. We're all suffering. Nope. We're 2 hours in and we're just barely scraping by here with go mode items. But Solar's sitting pretty. Just needs to find that wheel. A wheel away. And we don't know where it is yet. Guess Gomi Tower, huh? Guess. 'Cause that's it. Oh, well no, that's not it. Gomi Tower, Mongala, Coleoptera. We will find out. Very nice name. Hey Neo. And Link. Wait, good luck to Leoned and SGLIVE. Wow. Wow. Solar, if you watch this back, you see where Long's praise goes. Or you will just say Solar doesn't need luck. Solar doesn't need luck. He needs luck right now, because I don't know what he's doing. He's not finding the wheel. He's just playing this up. But yeah, Leoned finding the 2 diamond eyes. Leoned could have went back to the volcano at any point, but Leoned did the reverse of Solar and SGLIVE actually. So we're all about to meet in this last leg. This seed is like a natural leveler of people's routing, at least of these 3 runners routing. They had to make different decisions on how to actually kill things. They didn't have any firepower to begin with. That's kind of like that's where they each gained a little bit of time on one another, depending on how they tackled the fighting. But otherwise, like for routes, they're just kind of meeting the same way. Leoned's like, hey, 3 diamond eyes, woo! You only need 2. It's just funny that all 3 are in the volcano. Could have been anything else. I mean, there's literally a wheel on that thing that's blowing up right now. Just take that. What the heck? Solar's in halls? Wait, Solar... Oh, Solar never did the rest of halls? Oh, Solar. Poor Solar right now. He'll do anything not to do Gomi Tower. He'll even do the rest of halls. There's nothing in hall, but he wants to give us this music again, which is nice. Thanks, Solar. Thank you for the music. Leoned hours later. It's just fitting for the seed. This is not on the part of the players. The players are doing a fantastic job with a seed that's just burying the Go mode items. Like, it just has buried Go mode items. You know, Gomi Tower, Go mode tower. We should think about that. Go mode tower. Maybe I'm starting something here. Well, everybody might as well take a little bit of a restroom break. Enjoy the rest of Where the Wheel Is on SpeedGaming Live 2023. Where the wheel be? Where will it be? Go away, tower. We're in for a long one, because if we're just gonna chill here and not go to Gomi Tower. It's been rather unwieldy. At this point, though, SGLIVE hasn't done the reverse Act 3 either, but we already know that it's going to be a long... It's not going to yield everything. It's going to get the gauge. That's just going to put everybody equal. But because Solar is doing the halls right now, not Gomi Tower, Like, we know, chat, that the halls will offer you nothing. So Solar losing a little bit of time here. Give an opportunity to the other runners. A chance. But pretty sure Solar after this dip into the halls here, is gonna realize the tower is it. That was a fancy move on Solar. So SGLIVE also going the distance here, doing the tiny rock. Now this is interesting. Nobody's done the tiny rock. We get to see a little more Tiny's oiled up body here. Oh, I'm Tiny. I lift rock. I toss rock. For whatever reason, you want some tapestry. I'm strongest barbarian. I'd like some tapestries, though. I don't know what I'm going to do with these tapestries, but I will throw this rock. So he launches this rock. Woo! SGLIVE was just like, I've had enough of this seed. I'm watching the rock throw cutscene. Imagine the wheel is on there. So thankfully, SGLIVE is going to give us a little bit of a satisfaction to our curiosity as to what the heck is on this rock. Two gourds. Nectar and ash. It was worth it. It was worth the throw. It was worth a try. But nothing we need. Thank you, Tiny, for your toss. Thank you, SGLIVE, for showcasing the toss. That was a pain in the ass. So Solar, getting into the flying furnace. Oh, Leonid finding cryo. Oh my goodness, on Horus's alchemy after the fact. Interesting, but that's good. You won't have to buy cryo later on. I don't know if anybody else found that cryo. Kind of a buried check. I don't know if anybody went up there. Maybe they did. With the music randomizer, you also get the alarm sound. Thank you. Wait. Solar's gonna go fight Coleoptera before doing Gomi Tower. This is just a meme at this point. But then again, Coleoptera naturally has the wheel in vanilla. But yeah, you have to watch the cutscene. You have to do the Fire Eyes cutscene if you destroy Magma to unlock Coleoptera here in Prehistoria. Those just tuning in right now, we're not in no mode yet. We need to find a wheel. None of the runners know where it is. We don't know where it is. But Solar's on the hunt and getting closer than any of the others right now. No, Solar did go through all the halls. He just did it so fast. Way back when in the halls there was levitate though, which did yield the diamond eye. So Coleoptera is Thrax 2. Basically it's Thrax but recolored, a little stronger. Thrax Reborn. So you make your way back to the Bugmuck. Leonid about to find the energy core. Slivu gonna realize not much in the swamp. Cracks his backs. It looks like he's wearing some aviator sunglasses. Solar multicasting with the sting. Switches to the menu so the animation skips. That's quick work of Coleoptera's heart. And that's how we get rid of bugs. We fight bugs with bugs. We send the bees. Alright. Is it a wheel though? Show me a wheel. Oh boy. Well. It's a lance. A lance is not a wheel. I guess Gomi Tower it is. Because if I'm keeping track correctly, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Climb the tower you shall. Does Solar have the bazooka? Yeah, I think so. I thought if he didn't get it, if he didn't buy it, I think he automatically got it from... Was it Lance that had it? Yeah, he should have it. Yep. I think he's taken 4 shots with it too. Or a few shots. I forget. Maybe not. Yep, they checked the one-up guy. Leoned did. I don't remember what was on it, but it was nothing good. Only Leoned checked it, though. So Solar is headed towards the tower, of course. And, you know, again, Leoned... Oh, Leoned decided to go towards Aquagoth instead of the hide... Wait. Wait a minute. Did Leoned... Okay, I thought Leoned was going into Tiny's hideout, but didn't get the energy core. Right? I could have swore I saw Leoned in Tiny, but did not find the energy core. Leoned might be in a problem. I don't even know if that's... I don't even know if that's a good way to say it, but Leoned may have a problem. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he was in Tiny. Leo did Tiny, but didn't... Oh, Leoned's playing risky then. Playing a little dirty. But here we have Solar in his favorite place, in everybody's favorite place, Gomi Tower. Why this place is annoying is because you go to check gourds and the floor breaks, and then you have to fight Sterling, which is a pain in the butt to fight. You can't use Wing Glitch, and these enemies here hit like a rock. Yeah, it's a bit of a fun time here. But again, they have like the perma aura, so they're not too worried about damage. But Sterling loves to pick you up and throw you. Wastes a lot of time. The question is, how buried is this wheel? Because even though Gomi Tower could have it, if it doesn't, then that leaves Mongola. after Sterling. So these gourds are not giving you the wheel, so this is it. It's either Sterling or Mongala. I like to be picked up too. What does that mean? Send the bees! Hi, TFX. When she just carries me? Yeah. If you want to see that clip, I guess you'd have to give a check over to my clips, yeah. Thanks, Queen. Yeah, man. Basically, it looked like Sterling carrying me there. Yeah, basically. She just dropped me right on the bed. Yeah. All right, Sterling, what do we got? Who rolled this seed? Yeah, credit to the players for handling it really well. Because they are doing 100%. And they really didn't have a choice. You're getting the full showcase. Ooh, explosion formula! That's not a wheel. That means Mongala. That means we gotta go one more fight. Sterling will take you there. Thanks, Sterling. The Sterling Uber. But yeah, those just joining or tuning in, this is the Secret of Evermore, Evermizer or Randomizer tournament, mini tournament here on SpeedGaming Live 2023. We have our second match of the day, going head-to-head, Leoned, Solar, and SGLIVE. Solar looks like pulling ahead right now, but not by much. The only problem is Leoned would have been on good pace too, however didn't find the energy core in Tiny's hideout, kind of ducked out of there early. That might leave Leoned in despair later on. Solar's still on track though. Oh, there's particle bombs and a laser lens. So Solar looking pretty good right now. Just has to get through Mongala and whatever's in these sewers, which I think Leoned already did anyway, but because he did the Ivor in reverse. But yeah. The Secret of Evermore Randomizer, depending on settings, could be under an hour. Or it could be like 100%. Even for 100% at 2 hours, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So, I'm going to love to hear what they have to say. I hope they stick around and we get a chance to talk with the runners after. Queenie should go hide for rolling both of these today. Tomorrow the finals. The exact time to be decided, but the winner of the previous match, Queen AMB, versus whoever comes out ahead right here. One of these will be facing the Queen. Once again, all veterans, really, of this Evermizer. You got to see a lot of the speedrun tech. Well, just a lot of speedrun tech get shown off here with making it look very easy. But there are, like I said, nice settings like the wing glitch, so you don't take any damage. Infinite ammo, if bazooka ammo is readily available in the scene. And there's a very good support, you know, always people helping each other, making sure there is tech and how to do it, and how this logic works. I guess this has to be a wheel, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything left, because you need the wheel to get to Act 4. The next, you need for the rocket ships. It can't be anything else in Act 4. So this has to be the wheel. Blah. Boy, show us the wheel. There it is. Solar in go mode. I don't even have a voice left. Go mode. Now, what this could mean is Solar and Queenie, fresh off their honeymoon, have to face each other in a death match. Evermizer tomorrow. The finals. Is this what we're leading up to right now? You know what though? Leoned, oh Leoned, you were, I don't know what happened, Leoned, but you were right on Solar's tail. He didn't get the energy core in Tiny's hideout. I don't know, but he would be in go mode right now once he sees this wheel, but he missed it. I don't know. I think Leoned's gonna realize that he missed something. I don't know yet. I don't know what happened. But Slivu's on that tail right now too. This should be in Solar's. It should be in the bag for Solar. It's not much. Just get to Act 4 and take down the Butler. Yeah, actually, in this game, if you don't know, Act 4 features a futuristic area, toaster dog, and a bunch of robots. And the boss rush in the Evermizer seed, this one is shortened. They're only gonna have to face Metal Magmar and Cauldron. So we should be coming up pretty quick here. But I mean, anything can happen. I don't wanna say Solar's got this for sure. Slivu's gonna get that wheel like right now. Leoned would have been in go mode. I don't know what happened in the hideout. I kind of missed it. If he's around later, I'll ask. I think he just didn't check the gourd. So Leoned, unfortunately, probably gonna be wandering around, not realizing. He already checked that I think he's pretty much sold that hideout didn't have it. Yeah. You know, he had opportunity. He's probably playing dirty. Yeah. Quick check and get out. Yeah. Solar's gonna have to pick up Cryo. So Act 4 with Toaster Dog, you still need to be able to deal some damage. So bazooka ammo is kind of important because Cauldron has very high magic defense. So you need to be able to hit Cauldron with something. So Solar's showing off Saturn Skip. Basically, you can enter the portals. If you quick switch between the dog and the boy, it registers the boy's action as going into the portal. Because normally the dog wouldn't be able to open those little those entryways. But I guess Saturn was one of the taskers for this game. That's why they call it Saturn Skip. Yeah, you can enter these portals as the dog. It makes Act 4 very fast. So you just went in ahead and bought some cryo. You only need to buy one set because the vanilla game is broken also, where you don't deplete cryo ammunition. It doesn't deplete. You have an infinite ammo. There is a fix in the Evermizer that can turn that off, but right now it's on. They have infinite ammo. Leoned thinks maybe the energy core is in Act 4, so Leoned is in Act 4, but doesn't have the energy core to go into the fight. Leoned has probably long forgotten about the hideout. there's TFX and the Sterling carry. Again, the boss rush here, not complicated. Metal Magmar can full heal if you don't keep attacking on him. But with short boss rush, he has like half the HP you normally would, and it just goes down pretty quick with magic. His magic defense is very low. Cauldron here, though, again, you need basically to use Bazooka. Again, half health because it's short boss rush, but it still takes a lot of hits here. Solar should be wrapping up soon. And it was a long seed. We're gonna see Cauldron go down pretty quick here with Energize. Yes, TFX. And there you go. Our winner, Solarcell007. Moving on to the finals. After 2 hours, 8 minutes. With a tremendous effort in the seed. And I think Solar has joined in the commentary. Solar, GG, what did you think of this one?
It's so gross. She's so totally banned.
And who might that be? Who are we referring to?
We're referring to my lovely, darling wife. Oh my gosh. It is so nasty. Why did she do this to us?
Yeah, when you saw all 3 diamond eyes in the volcano, how was that?
I mean, I just laughed out loud at that. It's like, okay, whatever. It doesn't really help me much.
Yeah. So, obviously, SGLIVE actually not far behind. Neither was Leoned, but Leoned didn't grab the energy core in Tiny's hideout. Otherwise, it was kind of right behind. Actually, SGLIVE and you were rather took the same route. Leoned was the only one that did Act 3 reverse first, so we knew where the gauge was.
Okay.
Yeah. You kind of met towards the end there, but we didn't know where that wheel was. That wheel just kept slipping away.
I guess Go Me Tower is just the way of the world today, huh?
Yeah, I was saying Go Mode Tower. I was making reference to this earlier. I said, well, did you all make an agreement to not do Go Me Tower until the very end? Was that the joke?
Man, that place is awful. And then, like, I was picking up the hidden chests in the sewers, and I got laser lance. I was like, well, that's 5. All right, it has to be Mongola. I was just so disheartened at that point.
So when you actually got the wheel, I think you were already, close to the 2 hours. I said the struggle it looked like though early on was finding firepower, finding anything to do attack with, and I saw you level up the spear.
Please tell me at least some people enjoyed my super lag strats with Electrobolt multicast. Yeah,
there was so much, I would call it lightning spaghetti happening on all the, like, that's all of you were using, because that's all you had. So yeah. We got to see it a lot. But you were the only one to level up that spear. So your vigor fight went really quickly. They had a little bit of a time on vigor instead.
Yeah, you gotta learn to adjust with whatever the heck you get. Although this was just awful. I'm assuming we all had nitro equipped and just call up spam and then Electrobolt, but gross. Explosion and Fireball both in Gomi's tower. I don't know if I found Crush actually. Queenie, what did you do?
Yeah, I think you ended up with Sting, which actually ended up being all right at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of holding off on Act 3, was because I didn't have anything. What did Leoned use to go through Act 3?
So Leoned again was using Call Up and Call Bead almost the whole way. Yeah, and you saw a lot of the, I guess what is it, Perma Aura?
Yeah, Perma Aura.
Yeah, so all with the Perma Aura. I think only Leoned missed the dog. But with poor dog. But yeah, it was all the call bead, a lot of call bead and energize. Oh, funny thing is you almost missed energize the first time.
Yeah, flipping Naris, man. What the heck?
Yeah. So yeah, you were a little bit behind with that, but yeah, at least you caught it the second time.
Queenie, I didn't want to race you either. I tried to throw. My game soft locked at Crustacea just out of the blue, and I had to reset and redo a bunch of stuff towards the beginning. But no, found a way.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure if you. I thought for a moment I wanted to give you credit that maybe it was just a save scum, but I was like, no, this is your replaying. You have to replay everything. Yeah. So you lost. Yeah, you lost maybe 5 minutes there, which I don't know if it would have made the difference. I mean, again, Leonid missing out on that energy core. I think he just went into his hideout, did tiny, but then forgot about the gourds. Just forgot. Well, or just decided to skip those gourds. But Slivu was right behind you at that point.
Yeah, at the 2 hour mark, we were kind of chatting in the room, like, man, this seed is awful.
Yeah. No, but going the distance, again, endurance seed, knowing everything was really buried. It was fun to watch, to really see where things were gonna pop up.
It was kind of another seed where you get a couple things. Well, actually, I mean, the diamond eyes, I guess, count a little bit because you could go into. We got levitate fairly early, and then nothing for the longest time. So you really had to pay attention to how many key items you got off gourds and how many were left on bosses.
Yeah, I didn't mention too much about how that balance is, but there is a known balance in this particular setting of how many key items would be on gourds, alchemists, or bosses. But alchemists, there's only 2, gourds 5, and bosses 11. So there's still usually a better chance that stuff's on bosses. But yeah, this type of seed, you still have to check all the gourds.
That's why I didn't talk to Madronis' brother in Kalaja, and that's why I stopped picking up after Laserlance, because those numbers just kind of worked out. But I guess nobody found Cryoblast?
Leonid did.
Oh, where was it? Did he do Queen's Key stuff? Because
he did do Queen's Key, yes.
Okay.
I don't think it was there. Forget exactly where it was.
I stopped picking up in the sewers. I didn't do Queen's Key. There was the vanilla gauge spot and then Slivu checks. But aside from that, I got everything.
It might have been the sewers then.
Okay. So I could have saved a little bit of time if I kept grabbing stuff there, but I didn't want to risk that and then end up having them be at the Queen's Key spot.
Yeah, no, Queen's Key definitely was empty, but then, yeah, I think it might have been the sewers. Yeah, so you just had to make a stop in Act 4. Yeah, I think Leonid then ended up checking Act 4, saying, where's my core? And that...
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. And that was like the grossest thing that I was talking about during your race. I was like, it's really going to depend on if you get both your diamond eyes or if you get the gauge and wheel and then your diamond eyes, because that's going to affect how you route things. And when we ended up with 3 diamond eyes and Volcano, I was like, all right, let's go do Aquagolf and Tiny. Just get that out of the way.
You had a really good chance though. If you did go first, but I saw you just running over to Aquagolf, and then after that, yeah, you had it. Probably could have been a sub 2, just a couple other choices.
Yeah, the routing ended up being weird. Running past Mad Monk to go do Salabog, and then coming back to do Mad Monk. I wasn't particularly happy with how I routed this, but
GG to Slivu getting the second place time, 2:16, just not too far behind. Again, like from the beginning, having to do that long vigor. We'll see if he can join us in. Let's see. Should get an invite. Oh, there he is. Like once again, GG Solar, Slivu, the creator of the Evermizer. Slivu joining us, the creator. How did you feel about this seed, Slivu? GG also. Might have to see if he can hear me. Slivu, are you there? Maybe not. And I just have a notice here from Leonid. Leonid not finding that energy core. puts him out as a DNF here.
If he had found that energy core, how do you think he would have done?
He was about maybe a minute and a half behind you.
Wow, good race.
Yeah,
good race.
yeah, it was getting pretty close at that point. Because he was just making his way to Mongola as you had just kind of was leaving there. But he didn't have the energy core, so he was finding that wheel.
Oh, okay.
See if Leonid wants to join.
So I guess the time is set for the finals tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is, I guess we'll be back on good time. So that's 4 p.m. for Europe.
So 10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, so again, the final looking like a Solar and Solarcell. So you're just the two, head to head, right? 10 a.m. tomorrow?
I guess so. I mean, that's kind of up to Queenie. She put all this together. We can see.
Okay. It's going to be a heck of a match. All right, well, I don't know if Slivu's voice wasn't quite working. Leonid, are you with us?
Yes.
Welcome, Leonid. I want to say, I want to give you a little bit of hope that you were maybe about a minute and a half in the end behind Solar. Had you picked up that energy core.
Yes.
It was
So,
yeah. Quite the seed. So it was very close. So how do you feel? How do you feel?
devastated because I made a mistake with marking down the key items on my paper.
Rough.
I messed that one up because in midst of the run I was looking at my tracker and I had 9 key items, and I looked at my paper and I had only 8 markings.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, where should I put the 9th item? So it was like, it was most likely in a gourd, so mark down the 5th one on a gourd, so I don't have to check gourds anymore.
Yeah, Leonid, it was wonderful to watch you though. Obviously you had to face everything with the call beads, and everyone had the perma aura, but impressive again to watch the fights and to see you really make that progress back, because you had the gauge before anybody else did, because you were the only one. You took the opposite route. You all met kind of at the end, but you took that opposite route, so you had the gauge, nobody else had it, and then you right there with the wheel. Like I said, you were right behind. But yeah, you ducked into Tiny's hideout. Fought Tiny, but it was in that energy core was right there in a gourd in Tiny's hideout. So I remember you going in there, but I was like, oh, you didn't come out with the energy core. And I was like, but you were right behind Solar at that point. Yeah. It was exciting to watch. We got to see it from both sides.
Another shot at Slivu. Can you hear us, Slivu?
Yep, it's working now.
Hey, there he is.
Slivu, GG. I guess you.
GG Solar.
Thank you. GG's just for surviving through that.
Yeah, give us your thoughts. Slivu. What do you think?
The seed was horrible.
Absolutely horrible.
I agree 200%.
So luckily I didn't find the gauge and the wheel early. So I had energy core before going to Act 4 at least. But I never found Cryoblast, I have no clue. I opened so many chests, so that itself was a troll, I think.
It was on Vanilla Barrier.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. That's where that was. That's right. Now I remember. Yeah, who goes up and checks Horus over there? Leonid did.
Yeah, I had all the required alchemist drops at that point, so.
Yeah, that was the one marking I did wrong on the paper.
But yeah, I think Queenie handpicked the seed. That's
She
the
had to,
only
right?
logical explanation.
She had to have learned how to read the spoiler log when there isn't one and just go through them. That's the only explanation.
Yeah, what made this harder though is everyone didn't have a lot of attack power, alchemy, or anything in the beginning. So it was really interesting to see how you would come up with getting through prison and all those fights. Like obviously not facing off Salabog. Like I said, even Vigor was just a chore. I think, like I said, Solar was the only one that really like leveled up the spear to have something more on the.
I just
on
took
that
my
fight.
sweet time.
Yes.
I was having the time of my life casting one call up, 6 electro bolts, and then just dancing around with the dog at a frame per second.
Oh, you did that too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we saw a little bit of dancing. Yeah, 3 diamond eyes in the volcano. Another.
Yeah, that's nice. I think that's nice. That's the nice part.
You would think that. My gosh.
Anything could have happened, and then it was just exciting to see who was going to find that wheel first. But Solar just edging. Solar had a little bit of a technical issue too in the beginning, but had to make some time back. But
Yeah, Slimu, fix your flipping rando, man. I soft locked just in the beach of Crustacea, not even doing
Nice.
anything.
save often, we say in Evermore.
Yeah, I was kicking myself for that. I heard my own voice in my head saying that after it happened. I should have saved the clip before I went over there.
But yeah, all right. So once again, just really, I guess we should give a shout out to all the runners again. There's a command in chat, but really standing job for given the seed and what they had to deal with. And again, the final for this tournament here on SG Live for the Evermizer is tomorrow, 10 a.m. What is it going to be, Eastern time? And then is that 4 o'clock Europe?
Yeah.
So we'll be back here.
Hero.
And that's going to be Solarcell007 versus Queen AMB. Oh my gosh.
Hashtag rig tournament.
Thanks everyone for watching. Any final words from our runners?
Go join the Evermizer Discord. It's a lot of fun, even though if it doesn't look like it.
This seed is not your typical seed, people. Don't get scared off.
Yeah, no, it's a great community. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna send it off to the void or tomorrow. Hope to see you back. Thanks everyone.